Mhm. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. For the next 2 days, dear. Eja, my viral. Good afternoon, Enuanom. Kevin Taylor, and I'm Pese Menene Kasa. My own brother, Kevin Taylor. Pese Menene Kasa Kakra. Me sure say, you know, you are doing a very, very good job. Edwin. Now, wow, bet tag ya Agradaa so tag ni mame. Kevin Taylor, I would plead with you. When him say, we talk about Ghana problem. Now problem what Ghana no. Agradaa is one of the problems. One of the my friend say the products of Ekufuado and the rest of the remnants of what we are now seeing is these are some of the things we are going to see. Menua Kevin Taylor, the work you are doing, no, we are talking so people like Agradaa can be shaped to use their talent for something better that will bring a progress in a country. I'm sure, Virginia, where you are, even drug addicts brought someone a job. The ones who are on a street, they have nurses working on a street. In Canada, we do. Every needs gives an opportunity for the government to create jobs in the part of the world we live in. So Kevin Taylor, you know, you cannot really blame, just like the court of laws classifies as guilty and non-guilty. You see, when the people who are, you can't blame those who don't know what they are doing. It's a sin because you have not given them a different opportunity. You haven't introduced them to anything else. So I have a soft spot for Agradaa for some reason, because Agradaa is a product of the system. The system in Ghana, either you look for your own or you go and thief it. So either you commit crime by bringing harm to the body of another brother or a sister, or you actually rely on their ignorance in hope for you to actually make something out of it. And depending on how creative people are, the crimes are different. Agradaa is a product of the system. Again, I'm going to mention that, Kevin Taylor. Agradaa cannot be blamed for shaping her to be who she is now. The system has shaped people like Agradaa. The system has shaped many young sisters, Ghanaian young beautiful ladies, to become a slave, a trade, to become a sex slave to a country that in a normal circumstances, a Ghanaian would not even step a foot there because of the cultural differences. So to me, in fact, Agradaa can be put to a better use if the system was correct. But the system shifts. Listen, we have adapted to a certain lifestyle in this part of the world, not because it is needed lifestyle, but someone has to make money and get what these lifestyles are. GMOs. We have no choice but to eat the food that has been stuffed with so many chemicals and so many vitamins. Canada is the number one food vitamin producers in this whole world. A lot of food that is genetically modified are packed with so much dirt poison to the body. We have been made to believe that milk is in a can, a fish is in a can, tomatoes is in a can. It is a lifestyle. It is a marketing strategy. But we have adapted to it. So everything we do, it is a learning behavior. Agradaa, the system in Ghana, has again shaped many people. You know, there's a gentleman who is speaking for MPP, who speaks for MPP. There are many gentlemen, there are many ladies who has accepted the fact, just like Sewa Broni was a victim of the system. The same thing, these are victims. Agradaa is a victim. Agradaa is a very active individual. Agradaa is very creative. Yeah, when you study developmental studies, the autistic children, they are spectrums of different, the way the chemicals behaved in everybody. And therefore, Ebimu are very IQ, they are autistic, they are very smart. They are very, methodological, like mechanical way. You can't teach them anything. They become very agitated when you are telling them something different. When they know says a certain light, a crampono, disturbs some of them, and they have to be on medications. So there are so much of different characters, and Ghana can never make a person right. So I don't really know why people are in a sort of damning Agradaa or many other people who has no choice but to go and steal. Do you think it's easy watching somebody living well as a human being, the way we were created, the way human being, it's a power. We are power source of this universe. But you lack all resources, but watching other people living well. And you live in a society that cares less for the vulnerable people. And you live in a society that cares less about gifts. We live in a society that cares less about wisdom. We live in a society that cares less about things that shapes this country, shapes the world, make things right. When you see something is going wrong, this is an opportunity for a man to come up with their creative self to make it better. No, Ghana, no. People like Agradaa, no, is how the system has shaped us to become. And we cannot blame people like, listen, the juvenile delinquency is not criminal court. Because they don't have the ability, because of what they lack, a criminal case. They look at your mental state. Your mental state is something that is affected by the resources you have and also your upbringing and your belief. So there are certain criminals, they don't see them as a serial killers are different way, as someone who intentionally plan to harm, but rather the environment. You are still fine. You are still found guilty. Don't get me wrong. You're still criminal. She's still a criminal. But we need to have pity on such people. So what you are saying, and to come up with the way or precedent, your so-called the judicial system, all these institutions now, a weapon that is on top of a black man, not to get up, those weapons that keeps a black person behind, These are the institutions we have in Africa. So people like Agradaa, who is very creative, will come up with a whole sorts of means to survive. She's not like Abrefi, Nana ya Abrefi, and a fear Pokimono, and all these journalists, mana, they are under some sort of duress. They are under some sort of duress, like it is the top order from above. They are always seeking for Obinko. They don't have the gut like this woman. they don't have the balls like this woman to be creative. They are always the omukra no the worst people. We need to educate people rather. Say, people like Agradaa Nyanwa, San Obeyo. People like Agradaa who is searching for something to do. Agradaa Okroma, do you think Agradaa, why not Agradaa Babenyano? So Obabe brainwashing and say, oh, make you for Wianka Agradaa, the way she's very active and she's very creative in her own ways, Anka Agradaa is somebody what some non-profit organization be wa brochiha. Wakan Ghana for 80 bubom waha. Odi Ghana for sika ewa abrofu yiho. What it is supposed to rather be. Uhu Jamaica forma omuye creative and akuromfo niama te say Agradaa say no. Omu de omukro no ye adepa. Omu de we free ni ese so odi yenka ne ho. Na omu de build yen community, a lot of them here. Inti Agradaa says it's anko woni office bi or ye real estate agent bi onim how to squeeze things from the system. Nanko de boat ni yonko Ghana for anka samro or ye social worker bi anka our system no mu na or resources South Asia and services brand community people. Anka Agradaa wo kro bi omu ehwe what you lack, the need in a system to build an opportunity for the people, so people like that do not surface. So, Kevin Taylor, we are talking about politicians, the people that create this problem, not the problem rather. Ehanomu, we investigate nipa for 3 years. Ghana fobi ni ono abusia fobi omokochi omo. Apparently they've been followed. They were being followed for 9 months. 9 months, na we undercover police si omo puna so no munim. Papa no ekunya kura wo omo dan mu no. Eye gun storage. Monso mantem. Ekunya kura mo wo omo dan mu Canada ha na eye gun storage. Na omo nua panyi ba ko bi pena na ontifio me sen kwala 16 years old montifio nyina yakosesa omo nyina de kogu mu no abayo please study the system a little bit me ba ya for the other phone bring me the other phone so out for the other phone papa ocho sa otini me pa kire no so papa Kevin oba say nso a waye nano waye what is say jata papa I'm teaching you something here oba system edini yawo oba system failing no like this. If you don't see it, I'm telling you nano asam to say oja she is a poison venom namho Taylor papa Taylor infantinba mesrewo Kwamena, me aminuya bema newo. People like that, ekra Ghana for. Let's be mindful about souls that lies beneath people, and see the type of energy people like that carries around. Papa Ekwa Taylor, leave Agradaa to the dogs. Leave Agradaa to the dogs. Impete and ebesosonenam. Please do not speak about Agradaa because she is the product of the system. And the system is where you come in. Agradaa nenumwa sembako because ekomodeno. She is a wounded soul herself. She is hurt. Na obia nenia brete said ye Ghana for, you see, we need to study a cry ede nipemu kakra. Now, let's not do things that aggravate people who are already poisoned and ready to shoot. Papa, you don't want Agradaa to unleash. You don't want Agradaa to unleash them on you. You know, we may take it as a way or babyara. I always say this. Oba nenia bre, oberema, mubaibo, any oba. I'm telling you, God gave you guys the physical strength and the ability to pave ways. But guess what carries you there? Oba hum. Do not let Agradaa, who is the system. We have failed many people in our society. Kevin Taylor. We have failed many women, especially African women, should never be insulted. We have gone through enough. And until I am specially because we social developments and what made the system socially fit wahana. Papa Kevin Taylor, Mesra ukrom ho ye me hompo yente obane ye nim akola ni su yente akola su na ya beti ne maame prampo ne Mesra wala memfa ho nkoma ye maame ya nani ayeko nani abreko me pa chaw memma ka ho ena ma sei eni abre e wo Ghana na se o wada ho na so da ho say na ne venom ni nyina akogina ha wo se me kwa ko face ni dia Papa Taylor. I love you as a brother. Bring my phone, my family phone, bring Pacho. I love you as a brother. I'm just advising you. You have the elephant to fight with, the big sharks, no. Me bargain him. The big sharks to fight with. The sharks actually so way or so me no kwa a fam ne woman a fam. These are the firms, these are the products of the system. As I say, we need to concentrate on to see how we can pave way and generate a better system. Mami ebe putting the gift into a better use than duping people. Mami party me obasa wo shutu me shutu back. Me kurania ukure ni bi. Me kasama me brother kakanso we me bro me you are me. I understand you. I understand you better than a member. So what you say? So this is one thing. Obia uwa Ghana, pay attention to people who has no choice and they are lost themselves. Be careful who you meet on your way, because you may meet someone adi kurano no also the gooswa unsorry. Papa Kevin, please. This is a short message for you. You guys have failed women. Ewo Ghana men you hum free mo papa ka ho. Unua mema ka ho. You do not actually you have no empathy for women. Africa, black people, women, black women has come through a lot. This is not the time to put any woman down. In fact, we should come up with ways how this woman can be faced. Wait a minute now. Now me say me mano some way bia obesu mama eniama a ehye Ghana fo maami fo mu a obi ama ye ni ye ho abotre ye ni ye ho adaaje ya ama ye ho adaaje to be able to pour out our hearts and to get those things, these baggages and these loads na ye dia carry ye maame no mu ama emma ya be inherited those ebreno. We don't have ourselves, so please don't add to her problem. And yes, sir, the venom no be yet to so in animal. Ya wa baby, please. Phone no him fan. One family me bag no way. Fabre me na me front me paucho. In animal mosha me papa akwesi. This is just a hello sister. Leave this woman and let's talk about what is it. No, Kevin Taylor has gotten himself involved and he's part of what I'm doing. He's part of what we are actually embarking on, and I don't want him to lose any focus about the women. Period. Jamane Mayen Kevin. Me catch on say we are little idols. Or mema ebre any year 1 year you free ma. Please don't bring yourself. You are a young man. Don't make yourself somebody's trap here. Especially oba. Ye wabadoye. Ade bi wo ye mu a ye tena fam na se ye niama ne ye kremu a Papa Kevin me paucho, you don't want to get yourself entangled with those things. Obia ne ni abre na eyawo di ni mu no menko ehokra. It is energy you don't want to get yourself mixed up in. We are already clouded with so many things, and my sister here needs help. Mama me party enya hwe wa wo de ne awagimi no gini sika ne di ne awagimi bia gini sika di Ghana no saa na ye de ko no gini sika di ye ba be fix system no but until say ye be fix system na nkrofo gimi no gi omo sika di omo gimi aha ma me pat gi sika ni bi di saa ha no mu wa gimi abrofo no krampa create eniama ma ye ho meti wo nyina me chips me we poison kotin ebi ne wo intimi so gibidi obi edie no ode aye no box fefefe e na ode akosisi shells so obi nso de no wo de ne de ye face to face gun she face them ma me party face them what until something better comes and we are going to our organic no GMO no farmer almost ni awasi on ready no farmer ni sa everything biara belong to something. Please ma me party farmer omo me se na anokora de ye chimi Oliver na nanka menya wa sori ne be yi me niam gugu ya nanka me pepa inti sometimes a therapeutic way no as I say wutetie mu bompa ye na it's a form of therapy. Papa do my lovely doctor or say hello empress. Ayiko people like those are regarded as commodity of no commercial values. Better leave them alone. Nyamin shira upi papa thank you. Yes, yeah wo udin inti Enuanomo, I am just gonna leave. It's just a small advice for my brother Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor, whoever know mon target and mama power, just listen. Don't cross paths with an hungry lion, and I say a tiger. Don't cross paths. Me say na no keke. Goose abetoto na wa bele ni eggs keke. When we sam emua no male egg no until sending eggs and hatch no they are very dangerous. These are the people dangerous in a system. They are hurt. They can cause so much chaos. Ghana, so much tensions and so much my friend is say nipa asuso nipa no doors because the system is hot. Contentiously, because everybody is obi ani adaje wo hwe nipa ni mu a wankasa abahu say eniama yawa. May God bless you, my brothers and sisters. We'll keep on meeting again. You keep on seeing me as I come across something. But my brother Taylor, please do not let anybody distract what you are actually doing. Let's now tackle the system. Perhaps when they are tagging somebody, and you say you tag, omo popemu nankasa chino. Ye use a little bait, the koche big fishes. Ewa hanomu. Inti ye di opemu nankasa. Na ye tata usan ye person who say if there is a masterminded person be behind what you are doing, ya wono mo hwehwe. Inti please the gurus no opana mo te ho no mo create problems wo Ghana. And almost sisa anua edi almost na omahu sauti asana Ghana for di omuti bubobom ma papa ma me party me say me awagimi bia gini sika ni bi nadi na ewiase aye hot sauti ase eniama aye hot say wasa but me Kevin dia mesrew jane mayen don't insult him mesrew okay don't insult him or the gie brew why ma me part or the gie brew. May God bless you all.